If you are working hard with the wrong mindset, you will fail. If your mind is empty, your life is going to be empty. Before your life changes, your actions must first change. And before your action changes, your mind must first change. How can you change your mind if you don't understand how the mind works? You cannot change what you don't understand. You cannot change your mind if you don't understand how it works. So this is where we begin. Welcome to the Mindset Circle. My name is Jamez, and it's truly a pleasure to have you here. Today we are going to be starting a series on mindset shifts, and in today's episode you are going to be understanding how the mind works. Are you ready? Let's go. The mind is that part of your soul that handles your thoughts, your reasoning, your imaginations, and even your memory. Without your mind, you can't think, you can't reason, you can't imagine, and you can't even remember anything. In fact, it is the effectiveness of your mind that makes you a part of us. If we ever find out that you are a lunatic, there will be an instant separation and a social distancing from you. At many levels, the mind is similar to a book, and these are the similarities. When a child is born, his mind is empty. When you buy a book, the pages are empty. When the child grows up, he starts adopting ideas from his environment. When you find information, you write it on the book. The only thing that will be in the mind of the child is what he grew up learning. The only thing that will be in the pages of the book is what you wrote on it. The most difficult thing about these similarities is that whatever you wrote on the book will be hard to erase. Also, whatever the child grew up learning will be very hard to change because it has become his mindset, his belief system, just like the ink sticks to the pages of the book. Based on what we know, we want the best in life. Based on what we know, we want our lives to change. But every time we try to change our lives the way we know, we always fail and we don't see results. Just because you are working hard does not mean that your life will change. If you are working hard with the wrong mindset, you will fail. Before your life changes, your actions must first change. And before your action changes, your mind must first change. But how can you change your mind if you don't understand how the mind works? You cannot change what you don't understand. You cannot change your mind if you don't understand how it works. So this is where we begin. The mind operates with information. Without information, the mind cannot work. Your mind needs information. It needs an idea. It needs data. It needs knowledge in order for you to work. If your mind is empty, your life is going to be empty. But if your mind is full, your life is going to be full. The mind is like a soil. Whatever you plant into it, that is what is going to come out. Whatever you put into your mind, that is what is going to manifest. You cannot do beyond what you know. It is what you know, that is what you are going to be doing. So this is my call to you. If you feel that you don't like the way your life is, if you feel that you need a change in life, don't blame external forces, because this is what many people do. Many people think that this is the reason why my life is this way. Stop blaming external forces and start looking inward. It is first inside before outside, not from outside to the inside. So there is something that is in your mind that is making you to have the result and the outcome that you have. Immediately you can change that thing within you. Then you can now be sure that you're going to have a better result and a better life. So the mind is like a soil. Once you plant corn, what is going to come out is corn. Once you plant yam, what is going to come out is yam. You cannot plant corn and you see rice. That is not how the mind works. It's what is inside is what it will bring out. So once you see the things that is coming out of your life, that is a proof that that is what is inside of you. Whether you agree or not, that is how life works. The fruit you see outside is a product of the kind of plant you are. That is how the mind works. The change you are looking for is inside of you, not outside. Most people think that they need to do everything outside first before their life changes. You need to do a work inside your mind. You need to do a work inside your heart before your environment, the external part of you begin to pick up. That is how the mind works. So if you are lacking information, if your mind is full with the wrong information, just be sure that you are going to live a wrong life. We live by the knowledge that is in our mind. We live by the content of our mind. So try to change the content in your mind. And that is how you change your life. Don't go for things outside first. Go for the things inside. Go for the ideas, your beliefs, your mindset. Go for that first. Examine them. Check them out. That is how your life is going to change. Once you understand this, you will now understand that reading books, healthy books, are very necessary and vital for the outcomes of your life. That the things you hear, the things you see, and the things you read, they are shaping your life. So you no longer be careless with the things you see. You no longer be careless with the things you watch. You become intentional because everything that is going inside your mind is going to come out one day. It is going to come out when it is time. So be careful with the things you put inside your mind because once it enters, it's going to show up one day in your life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and share this content with your friends and your family. Thank you very much. See you later.